Okay, yes. Thank you very much, everyone, from wherever you're joining us from. It's so good to be here. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening or night from wherever you're joining us from. And welcome to another episode of an Hour with Manager podcast. Happy Thursday to every one of you. And today I have one special guest here with me, an entrepreneur with quite a number of years of experience, who is going to share her wealth of knowledge with us on the topic on digital education and how we can empower digital education in our today's world, in our fast changing world of technology today. And while you're joining us for this very conversation from wherever, either on LinkedIn, either on Twitter, either on Facebook, or probably on Instagram, please do well to share the conversation, invite your folks, invite anyone you can invite, let them come join us for this very chat. And if you have questions on the topic today is on empowering digital education, how to manage talents and use of digital education tools. So if you have any topic as regards to that, which I'm going to display soon, please feel free to send it in. If you can't send it in to the comment section, share it to my DM. I'll be very happy to read it out here. At least our guests will be very excited to answer all questions. And good to have you, Brandon from LinkedIn. Thank you very much for joining us, and it's good to have you. Yes. Okay, so yes, if you had followed up on our previous podcast where we talked about what we focused on insurance, we looked at how we can integrate insurance into our business from renowned experts, you understand, with quite a number of years of experience, how they utilized proper insurance policy to to make good business decisions. And today's conversation, where we have decided to invite an entrepreneur with over 20 plus years of experience, who will share on why digital tools is important, and also not just for your personal brand, but even you as organizations, how you can manage talents and what you need to do in order to optimize that. And today I have here Erika Krizsan. Please say hi to the house today.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, so briefly, like I said, today's conversation is going to be very exciting. So please, if you have all your questions, don't fail to send them to my DM, as I will be very happy to read it out here. Just a minute, please. Okay, so to move up, please join me welcome Erika Krizsan. Erika is a dynamic and innovative leader in the insurance industry with a strong background in innovation and a passion for making a difference. Erika is dedicated to transforming the insurance industry. She's the founder of The Magic of Innovation, a platform that brings together insurance professionals to discuss trends and news in the industry. Erika is also the driving force behind Inter, the Insurance Talent Network, which provides training and development opportunities for young talents in the insurance sector. Erika's approach to insurance is centered around putting people's first. She believes that by understanding and adapting to the needs of customers, the insurance industry can truly make a difference in people's lives with a focus on innovation and commitment to excellence. Erika is leading the way towards a more customer-centric and sustainable future for the insurance industry. And a lot of you might be wondering, oh, Matthew, are you guys looking at talking about insurance today? Or are you going back to the conversation on last month? No, we're not going back to insurance today. We want to see how we can integrate technology, sound technology, into our businesses, into all that we're doing. Those skills that we think are not necessary, those communication skills that we think are not very relevant for us. Erika today will tell us how much we can actually manage talent, how we can manage our talents, and how we can integrate sound judgment in terms of our employees, and also upskill them to make good employees at the end of the day. Because anybody who's working for you, they need to see the benefit of why they're working for you. That will give them reasons to stay longer. And if they can't see that, I think you just have to be running around in circles and looking for more people to employ into your organization or your personal business. Erika today will have the stage and will share much of that information. Erika, please, before you even have to go into that, please, I read that you have very, very wonderful bio, and looking at starting out your own business. Please, how did you do that briefly before you get into your presentation?
Yeah, thank you so much. This warmly welcome, and I am very happy to speak about my favorite topic, This is insurance and innovation, and it's of course very important to see how is the opportunity for our technology developing. How can we use, like you are using now the live, and we can stream for the whole year, for the whole world. And I think this passion we have to show how can we use it in the corporate world as well. And yeah, I am very happy to tell your publicum, so what can I help, how can I support with my passion, with my enthusiasms to this two topic, as innovation and insurance. And yeah, I prepared some nice slides, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Erika. Okay. And I hope everyone who's joining us also enjoyed. Please, like I said, while you're joining us, if you have any comments, any questions, and any contributions you'd like to share, or if you would like to join us on the backstage, please do also reach out to me on my DM. I will share you the invite link exclusively, and then you can come up here and probably ask a question one-on-one, or you have a chat with Erika. And even after the conversation, I believe she'll be open to connect and network with every one of us. And while you're here, do also let us know where you're joining us from so that every other person can connect with you. Because at an Hour with a Manager, we believe that connection can take people to so many places, not just from one person. And the power of connection is very vital for every business today. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And Erika, please, you have the floor.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's, I think, in this digital transformation process is one of the most important thing, the possibility to learn more about the future, about more trends, about more technology. Try it, or sometimes, of course, to don't understand the topic, but I think it depends on you. How do you use the technology for your business life, for your private life? And as I mentioned, for me, knowledge sharing, one of the most important things. And of course, the second one is how can we build a worldwide community with the people with the same mindset. And this platform, what I preparing and I'm managing, and of course with the target, hey, this passion, as everybody who join my community, of course, bring passion, and this passion drive, this is the motor for the future. Because if as young people you have the passion for something, I think you have a great motivation to create something. And yeah, so this is that what I try to motivate my community as well. We are preparing, of course, every time, so trend report, for example, and we are inviting great people, great startups, great people from the company side, from the corporate side, to tell stories, to tell knowledge. And I have every year a special motto. As last year it was curiosity drives innovation. You know, it is important. If you are curious, of course, you can do a lot of things. As this power and this passion what bring. As you can, this is a free download. Of course, I will share for you this slide as well, and to download this trend report as well. And second one, we collected the best insurtechs from around the world. This is 121 startups, insurtechs. And if you have interest to know more about it, so please download it for free. It's important, of course, to get the overview from around the world what's going on, because if you have an open mindset, so it means also that the people who want to learn, who are using the technology and they are curious, so it is important to bring it to your corporate, to your company, and to shape the future. The Inter-Talent Network one is my baby, I would say, to motivate new generation, new people who want to really, also this understanding, because sometimes if you are a jungle, as you don't know which orientation you need, and of course with this network we try to give you the orientation. And this is a learning possibility because this experience learning, so it means it could be that you are hearing something or you check a video or whatever, but it's not sure that you understand. And my special target to have this experience learning approach. So it means you are going to the discussion, you ask for your peers, hey, what is your problem and who are using this tool? How are you solving this problem? And this is that between, of course, the new generation and the old generation, and this is the experience exchange is very important. And every month we are meeting, and of course once per year we have the possibility to meet in Vienna, so it's a beautiful capital of Austria, and to meet from the digital way in a live way. As I mentioned, this exchange is important, of course, with science from university, from mentors, from startups, and this ecosystem that we are building worldwide. And currently we are focusing for the chapter insurance. So that I mentioned, this is my passion, this is my profession. Also, if you asking for me something from the car industry, I don't know about it, but if you're asking from me about the insurance industry, I would say I try to answer it. The impression of our digital inter-digital launch, or some impression from Vienna. We have, of course, the nice community who are coming to Vienna, and startup pitching, talent pitching. We have a very special approach. And if you want to check our YouTube channel, and we have the worldwide first community song. This is the Sing Insurance. So you have check in the YouTube channel as well. But if you want to know a little bit more about me, of course, it's 2 years ago. It was a big birthday for me, and it was 30 years in the insurance industry, and 10 years was my own company that I founded. And if you look in the YouTube Injury Lady, I think you can check the whole story. Also, I cannot promise this is like a Netflix series, but I would say if you want to learn a little bit more about my background and my activity, I invited great people to discuss with me. But why I am doing this one? Also, I am doing because one side is for me very important, the knowledge sharing, also for the next generation, for the people who are open to learn. And the second one, I am looking for the technology developing. This is exponential developing. And okay, how can we use it in our organization? From the Singularity University, I introduced the exponential thinking method. Also, normally we as human, we can imagine, okay, we have a linear future, so we can imagine, oh, it looks the future. So, but normally, as our digital exponential developing, it's a very dynamic now. And in this case, we have a big gap between the future and our knowledge. And of course, this is everyday learning approach. Every day we have to close this gap. We should understand the future. If you don't know the future, and if you don't have interest about the future and the technology and trends, business trends, it could be you will have a little bit problem, because in this case it could be that you cannot use your banking, or you cannot use your claims approach, for example, or whatever. Yeah, so it is my really key message to learn every day and to use it and to try to understand the future. I prepared the 4C method, and as I mentioned, the motto is 2024 for me. Last year, you remember, it was curiosity drives innovation, and this year, embedded excellence drives innovation. Behind this 4C is the creativity, also that we are using every day. I would say this is one of the most advantage against the robot technology, that we are creative. We can use the combination, and we can support, of course, with our knowledge and creativity, the robotic technology or the AI technology. And of course, we try to have this complexity, also we try to simplify, so that's a very complex word, and we try to understand, and we try to translate it for our everyday business and business life and private life. The curiosity, as I mentioned, it is very important, and the collaboration, as you are able to collaborate with people from around the world. As in this case, thank you, Bang, for our cooperation, because I think the digital world is bringing together the people. We are using the technology, we are learning every time, and I think this collaboration thinking bring you from the fixed mindset to the open for the growing mindset. So this is a very important approach, and and what we are doing, but in this strategy, what can you do? What can you do as company? What can you do as person? Once, of course, try to understand these digital skills. Also, the digital skills is if this is a approach. Also, we are bringing some tradition with us, and we are bringing some knowledge, and but this developing. And for example, if you are using data analysis or digital marketing, you have to build your people in these skills. Also this skilling, also upskilling, reskilling, it will be the key for your organization. And of course, from the recruitment and hiring point of view, if you have a guy or a girl with high skills of digital skills, of course, you will decide it for the people who are bringing with. And this is, it would be for you the key. Okay, if you have a talent with these skills, your company will be more successful. If you have people with a very low level of digital skills, you have a problem, because in this case, you cannot develop your company in a dynamic world. And of course, you can, the next point is the training and developing. As you can train the people, but can you imagine if you have a people with very low skills, or if you have a people very high skills, you have to bring these people, it's the next level. So it means it depends on how is the starting point. But if you have a great digital skills people, of course, and trained it and developed it, it is the best way to develop your company. And so that this is important. Other side, the flexible work arrangement. So we had a worldwide pandemic, and I think we learned in the last 3-4 years, how can we manage a company in this flexible world? So that currently, especially in Europe, of course, we have a very high dynamic. The young people, the next generation, want to work from home as the home office, and a little bit to go to company. But 5 years ago, nobody can imagine to work from home. So it was not possible. But this is, I think, it will be the basic to engage with the people in this flexible way. Of course, the other way, especially in Europe, as we are discussing about, normally it's here 40 hours per week, and we are discussing 32 hours to work, and like mandatory. But of course, the question is how can help us the technology to be more efficient. And so this is what we try and to engage with the technology and to try it. And from other side, to promote collaboration and innovation. So we are using in our company life a lot of collaboration tools in this digital world. So for example, Miro, what we are using, or Menti, also that's a lot of tools that engagement and collaboration. For example, by our inter-digital launch, also we are using after every session, also for example, a cohort. Also that it could be work we didn't prepare it, but it could be that we can check the people, everybody learned from us, and of course, after that is the great possibility to gamification. And innovative digital tools. As I mentioned, it is very important to try it, because the startup world from this education tech, as the ed tech, is developing exponential as well. And it's a great app, great solution, great technology that help us to understand the world. And of course, it's some university initiative to change the exam logic. For example, in Austria, so we have this week discussion with university. We should not ask because the OpenAI or the ChatGPT can give us more complex answer from the past. We have to train the people, the students, of course, for the future, because ChatGPT, you can ask about the future only, I would say, last year or so, but the future and your research point of view, and it will be interesting that we as human, we have the chance to create it. Yes, but for it, as I mentioned, we have to learn which technology that we are using. And of course, the AI is one of our main technology that we try. We can use it. How can we summarize a lot of documents? How can we doing statistic, also from the data, as a data analytic point of view, and but different technology that we are using. Of course, I motivate, not that I am organizing in Vienna a nice event or conference, but of course to go to conference, to workshop, because this open your mind. So it means if you are open to learn something and use it in your busy daily work, also it is for your personal growing is very important. Experiment from virtual world, also that is it would be our second life. I would say that there's a lot of people going to the diverse tools, also from metaverse, from different activities. Currently, the technology is a very high level. Last week, I attended a virtual reality workshop, so that it was a great experience. And of course, you can train your skills. Where can you use it? How can you use it? And how can help the technology for your organization. It's special for the next generation, I think. And everybody coming from the gaming approach, and we try, of course, to transfer the learning materials like a gamified learning platform. Because if you have a great opportunity to learn something in a complex way, in gamified way, I would say this is for everybody. It's an easier way. As I mentioned, the AI is our main technology for the future, also not only in our life and our business life, but of course in our learning approach. You can have your personalized battle, for example, that help you. Okay, currently is my understanding to this topic, and I want to discuss with a chat or whatever. And of course, it will be every day a better quality, because if you don't have a great experience, so it would be not motivated for you to use any AI-powered learning tools. And of course, they evaluate the feedbacks and success stories. So how can you use the technology? What are you doing? And this is the process that as company or as an entrepreneur, you can use it every day. Yeah, also I summarize for you 10 top skills what is necessary for the future. Of course, the adaptability and resilience. So it means that okay, you know it's currently, for example, a pandemic, or currently it's some other situation, and how are you influence your daily life? It means, are you resilient? Are you able to adapt new skills, new technology? Yes, so in this case, you will be the winner. The second one is the critical thinking and the problem solving. Also, are you believe everything that you are reading in social media, or do you have the possibility to, it could be, also this could be a fake? Yeah, also this is important to analyze. Okay, also it's not sure that it's real. And of course, as I mentioned, creativity and innovation. So this is that our human, we have the chance, the advantage to have the creativity thinking methods, but you have to use it. And of course, the digital literacy, so that are you able to understand the whole dynamic of this digital transformation or not? The next one is the communication skill. Do you use it, or can you transfer it? You know, it's a lot of explanation. If you are checking YouTube or whatever, it's a lot of great creator and people who want to have the impact of this digital transformation. But of course, we need the emotional intelligence as well. So it's not enough that you are a very clever guy. Of course, you have to be in this business life, for example, very emotional as well sometimes, and to understand the people. The next skills is the leadership and management skills. So that of course it's the question: you are a boss, that you manage your company, or you are a leader, so that to show the way, to give the motivation for the people. So it will be, I would say, more important, because currently I would say the new generation don't want the high hierarchy, so that and of course that it's from the leader point of view, you have to be team member, you have to show the direction, and this is important. Or the cultural competency and diversity, so this is big things in our global world. Are you working with people from different mindset? Are you discussing with people in diverse way? And as I mentioned, not only the digital literacy, but the data. Also, the data is the new oil. Are you able to think like an analytical skill? Are you able to use this data or not? Also, this is the question. How are you using? What is your understanding to bring your company for the next level? And of course, one of my favorite topic, the lifelong learning. So that's, as I mentioned, it's important to understand the new technology, how can help you, and from other side, but what are you doing with this technology? Yeah, so that's my summary. And of course, you can stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Also, this is my summary and of or my presentation. Ubong, also I hope I can motivate your community as well. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Erica. I really appreciate the conversation so far. And one thing that really interests me is when you started talking about when you listed out the 10 digital skills you can actually think of. Because I also look at that not just the digital skill, but as a soft skill that every individual, not just the business, not just an organization. If you're actually a corporate person, if you're actually doing anything where you have to collaborate with people, I think it's very important that you have those soft skills. You need to have communication skill. You need to be emotionally intelligent to communicate to people, to do business, you understand, to make business decisions. So thank you very much for emphasizing on this topic. And I believe our audience are actually getting the best out of it, because I'm already getting questions in my DM. So I just want to ask a quick question from talent management. What you've shared so far, you've talked about talent management. You've covered something on innovative digital tools and the rest. And so a question came out that how can organizations adapt their talent management strategies to better suit the digital education environment?
Mm. Yeah, of course, it's a different way. So that if for your company, for your organization, it's important things. Once you can check your current status. Okay, which skills do you have also in your company? And the second way, also that from the analysis, also you are coming. Okay, what I need in the future? Do I need more data science, for example? Because of course we have a lot of data, but we cannot use. Of course, in this case,
Okay.
you can train the people in this way, so that analysis and to prepare a strategy for it. And
Okay.
for example, of course, the learning. So if you see the chance with the current colleagues and you see this is currently I don't have a high quality of these skills, but I can
Okay.
develop my company, I can invest in this way, I can support the people. Yeah, and this is that you have to check from the strategic point of view. And the first one is, I would say, the one of the most important, the management commitment, that the people, also in the management C-level, understand this future and the needs. And for example, that our community platform, the Inter, of course, is the target to give for the people the chance. Hey, you can learn with us every month. I give you as company the chance to understand this digital transfer and bring outside of our company, outside of your country, outside of the continent, what's going on, and bring
Okay.
back to the project, bring back this knowledge to our company. But of course, this is that very high level leadership opportunity, and not every leader understand this approach. But I would say the company who understand these new needs and develop the talents and have more and more talents, have a dynamic in the company, they will be the winner.
Thank you very much. And I'm seeing that we have very wonderful audience coming up from Twitter, that's X, and Facebook and LinkedIn. Please, if you have any question on each of those platforms, feel free to send them to my comment section. If you can't, it's my DM. If you can't, drop it in the comment section, or better still, drop it in the comment section, and then I'm going to display that or ask our speaker here. And thank you very much, Erika, for that response. And I hope that organizations can as well utilize some of these tips for their own benefit. So its second question came on still talking about talent management. I have a question here from a guest. She's talking about talent management. She said, how does this shift to digital platforms affect employee engagement and development in the education sector? I think this is a little bit from the, we'll be talking about the employees. How can it also benefit them?
Also employees, also of course, is the open mindset. Also that
Okay.
employees, if you support your culture, also this is of course the company culture, the employees, if they have the chance to learn and to understand that the purpose of the company is communicated, also it's a very high level communication in the company, you can have the chance that to manage it. And if you have more and more employers that understand this needs, they will have more motivated, or that will more engagement. And I see that, for example, in our Inter, it was, for example, from one company, 7 people. And of course, they are coming every month. And these 7 people from one company are discussing in the kitchen how we should do, for example, a TikTok strategy. And we can do it in a great, very short videos. And of course, with a very boring approach with insurance legal topic, but they explained with a dog and what does it mean from the legal point of view, and they are doing really millions of views, and they understand the management. Hey, it could be for us as, for example, employer branding. It could be a great branding strategy as well, and the clients who want to have the legal protection insurance, it could be that will come to this company, and it's this engagement. But normally insurance said, oh, also why should I do it, and insurance and social media, and sometimes of course you have to have this courage to do something and try and to give for your colleagues the possibility.
That's true. That's true. Thank you very much, Erica. And please, while you're joining us, like I say, do send in your questions, do send in your contributions. Let's learn from Erica's wealth of experience, and you can also ask personal questions as regards to how you can utilize digital tools for your own benefit. Because I also why this topic really interests me is because it's that if you take for instance communication skill is like it's like one very big thing that we have to as entrepreneurs we have to face every day. I even talk about it even in my own personal broadcast because it's one thing to have it's one thing to have a skill. It's one thing to know how to either develop or be a good manager or be a good whatever in whatever skill you're doing. But when you talk about soft skill, where you know how to communicate, how to emotionally intelligent people, how to balance that in your communication in the business, it takes a whole lot because currently I'm still fighting that with a couple of team members. Not like it's a fight, but where you have to stress every day. Hey, you need to learn how to communicate. we have to communicate freely because I love communication. You understand? Even if you're not going to be available right now, the most important thing is just make it known that okay, sorry, I can't make it. You understand? The next person will understand. He or she will understand. Eric, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Or you also experience something different while managing talent in your organization.
Yeah, of course. So if you don't like communication, you wouldn't be a host of a podcast. But of course, this is it's bringing with. And the question is, okay, not everybody will have the podcast, but of course, our target to motivate the people to hear the podcast. And so that everybody should find the way. So that which skills, and not everybody should be the extroverted people, because sometimes you are introverted, but of course, as I mentioned, you can manage in your company which skill are available, and for the future, as it's sure, especially in the insurance industry, a lot of possibility to automatize. So it means that you have to reskill your people, because this, for example, I wouldn't want to say which jobs that of course it will be changed. So some jobs will away, so it will not necessary, because the technologies will be better, like a human, but we have to find out how can we develop a skill to cover this new request of the digital transformation. And this is that I would say that from the strategic point of view is necessary to check, I am able as company to reskill my people or not. Yeah, and this is that to check, it is available the study which jobs will be delayed, also I would say in 10 years. So it's sure I wouldn't give my child to a special, for example, accounting, because it will be from different technology. You can have your blockchain technology. It will be a closed system. You will have, of course, are you using the technology? And it could be that's not necessary, if this is a closed system, to have the people with the skills that, okay, booking one amount to other.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand it, and it will be pushed from the government side, because it is the next responsibility from the government side. Okay, which education program it's from organized from state or so, and a lot of complex things. How are we preparing our future? Because for example, I don't know in your country or continent how deep, for example, the AI education. Also I know in China or in Peking, also it is a new school with million children with age of 8 and 10. They are learning robotic
Wow.
technology and in
Wow.
very high level. And these people, of course, currently they are 10 or so, but in 10 years they will understand and they will manage the whole world in case of AI, because
Ima- ima- imagine, imagine, imagine what they'll be doing 10 years from now, like you're saying, at learning AI tech in 10 years at each 10. They should be building big robots for us.
So everybody will have AI technology in the pocket, so that
True.
everybody will have a digital assistant. It's not necessary. I don't know
Okay.
how many minutes we bring or we spend with our appointment. How can we manage it? But normally it's time. And of course, if you have an
Okay.
AI assistant and you can manage, yeah, I want to have a podcast appointment with Ubong, and this is only not 10 minutes, it could be only 1 minute approach, and this is that
Yeah.
how can help us this technology.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Erica. And that's I think your response so far is sending a lot of questions to my DM. You're talking about education, let's get back to your slide where you talked about innovative digital tools. So the question is, what are some of the most impactful digital tools currently transforming the educational landscape, either in your region or what you're seeing globally?
Yeah, so it's a lot of education platform, of course. From one big education platform is YouTube, I would say, in the last 10 years. Everybody as creator in this platform, and you can check okay, what you are for researching, or what are you learning. But a lot of free education possibility as well, from university, also exactly from Harvard, as this MOOC places, also that education Udemy, also there's a lot of possibility. Or I would say LinkedIn Learning, also it supported a lot of AI technology, the
Okay.
translation from different language, the
Yeah.
transcription, also that is a lot of AI technology behind it. And I would say that if you find your passion and what you want to learn, what is if you do it yourself and not from the company, but it's I need a lot of possibility to learn and to educate yourself, try and error, so that yourself as well. But of course, our very special innovation education program, this INTA, it's a great opportunity to get the overview with 11 main topics, also from marketing, sales, embedded insurance, from platform economy, so that customer experience, claims management. We are researching what's going on in this topic, and we share also with our intas. So this is the community behind it. Of course, everybody can ask, hey, what are you doing in Nigeria, or what are you doing in
Yeah.
Africa? In this case,
Yeah.
and this exchange, I would say, this live exchange that you can ask, and not with something the technology, and the people that from experience. And yeah, so I would say a lot of possibility to learn, and yeah, so that it depends on you, what are you using every day, because everybody has only 24 hours per day, so no more and no less, and it depends how are you using this time.
Hmm. Thank you very much. Like you said, it all depends on how you use the time. And like your word, you said self-education is very important. And yes, I'm also a big fan of continuous learning, because even you realize that even if you might take a course, a 6 month course, after the course, you realize that the rest of the time you need to teach yourself to understand the course you took. Because if you don't teach yourself to understand it, it just look like you just went there to just get a certificate just to have it and add it to your portfolio and stuff like that. But thank you for re-emphasizing on that. And thank you for the audience that shared that question. And to everyone who's joining us, like I said, if you have any questions, you have any contribution, feel free to send it on Twitter, Facebook, on LinkedIn. I'm going to read it out here. If you can't send it on the comment section, please, my DM is open at Ubol Matthew. And while you're also joining us, do well to follow our page at An Hour with a Manager, and also look us up on Spotify and other streaming platform for your podcast, because after this we're going to publish this very conversation there, so that as well you can as well be listening to it and be doing your daily day-to-day stuff if you didn't join us from the start. And thank you very much once again to everyone who's joining us, and thank you, Erika, for your response so far. And like I said, this conversation is getting very interesting as we keep progressing, and I keep getting more questions. And I think we just have to take it on that way, so that we can as well get something before we wrap up today. Okay, so a question is coming from for under overcoming, how you overcome digital education challenges. So the question is, what are the most common obstacles faced by organizations in implementing digital education, and how can they be overcome?
Yeah, also as I mentioned, this is a strategic point, so that if you are decided to have a very high professional education and talent management program, of course, you have different possibility. One side to support from your core system, from your technology, so that what you are sharing, so which knowledge is available in your company, how are you managing your documentation behind it, how are you are managing the onboarding process or whatever. And the next step, okay, so are you using, for example, a mentoring program? Are you using external education platform like INTA? Are you motivate the people to go to conference or so? So a lot of possibility. As I mentioned, the first step is the management commitment, so that management understand these needs, and they are working strategic point of view. Okay, you have a lot of steps that you can do for a better and more professional way to manage your talent. And from other side, so that if the company is great from the strategic point of view, support talents, the talent will come to this company and they want to stay in this company. So that is because it's a lot of education possibility that people learn your company, for example.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the next step. How are you developing? So which career possibility you are giving for these people? And of course, the target is to stay, as these people motivate to stay in the company, because if you are bringing a new employee, also it's a lot of cost that as a change so it's, I would say, better if you invest in your talents, and to try to be also in long term. And so this is and which education, which tool, which platform are you using inside of your company, and which possibility to give the talents outside of the company.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much, Erika. And I just wanted to ask a question directly. Talking about managing talent education in your own definition, before we go, before I think we will take the last question from the audience. In your own definition, how would you say one can manage talents in an organization successfully? Because I know different people have different approaches, and sometimes some approach might not be approach, and an approach done by one might not be same thing for the second person, but maybe the strategy might be the same. You understand? Maybe the principles might be the same, or to guide you, but the end results might not turn out the same way. You understand? So I don't know what is your own approach for talent management in your own organization. How do you do that? Yes, please.
Yeah, so one side, of course, to give the people to learn, and so that it's one of the key message, and of course, once, as I mentioned in the presentation, is the hiring, also which people are coming, which skills bring to your company, and how are you developing every day these skills, also self learning, also possibility to go to workshop, to conference, to collaborate with people, So this is that what I'm doing every day as well. And of
Okay.
course,
All
currently we
right.
are preparing our event, so that's in Vienna, the 10th years anniversary, in not only in Vienna, but I am very proud because it is a digital live streaming as well. We are using very high level digital tool, and normally it's after the pandemic, you know, it's a event digital or live, but I'm very proud to manage digital live streaming as well, as that it means we are using a platform, and after that, after each live presentation, you can
Okay.
check on demand immediately every presentation. Also, we like this approach as well, and it's the possibility to learn and to be curious, I think, for the future.
Thank you very much, Erika. And like I said, while you're joining us, please do also connect with Erika, and because I think she has her organization has an event coming up in June, so please do also connect with her and as well learn more information on digital education. I think we've successfully spent over 58 minutes or 52 minutes already. But I will just leave up one question before Erika share her key takeaway with us. That's please, Erika, you tell us what is the future trends in digital learning? What are those things you should be expecting? Because I know that, like you said, AI is doing the most. Organizations are trying to integrate so many things to balance up. While some are going hybrid, some are still pressing on the traditional method, and you know that whole process would alter some changes in whatever structure that had already been there. So what are the emerging trends in digital learning that organizations should be aware of? We should start putting ourselves ahead of, just for us to know that. Thank you.
I would say that it is near as AI, of course, one of the most important technology. But I would say the virtual reality and the augmented reality. Also, how can you train your people before you are going in a live situation, from medicine, from engineering, or whatever? You should have the possibility in a virtual reality world to try it, to understand, or from robotic technology, if you are if you have an OP as operation, so that how
Yeah.
are you using before for the training the technology, and this
Okay.
is a lot of big opportunity, the technology developing very high level, you know, so that from Apple and Co, it's a very high pricing equipment is here. Of course it will be from the budget, so from the price lower and lower, but currently this very high quality of, for example, virtual reality possibility in a training situation, not only in the gaming,
Okay.
but to use as possibility in the training. I would say it's a big opportunity. Of course, metaverse is the second one, that if you are using the VR to understand in this digital twin approach, so that how can you motivate and to explain for the people something, so that I would say this opportunity that everybody should check, as a what, and not only for the employees, of course, for your clients, for example. How are you invite your clients in
Okay.
your approach? And yeah, so the technology is possible to use it.
Wow. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping that the trends that we're hoping to see in digital education will not actually, maybe change things around, but it would rather be a sure way for us to make business decisions. Thank you very much, Erika, so far for your conversation. And thank you for sharing your wealth of information with us. But before we wrap this up, do you have any words you'd like to leave our audience with?
Only that be open, also be curious, because if we are human, also that we have the chance against the technology, that we can manage it, we can stream it, and we can have the chance to for the future. So that against the robotic technology.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, and to everyone who's joining us, by 25th of March, we're going to have a conversation with one of a venture capital who is an advisor who will share on the current trends and or the trends in 2024 and beyond we should be expecting in technology. That will give you a sure way to understand while digital education is very important and we all need to learn that, we all need to see how we can manage talents properly so that instead of just sending people away, we can as well see how we can curtail talents and utilize them. Might not be for the current use, but you might be needing them in any time. You understand? So, but just knowing how to manage your talent, knowing how to, you know, manage the guys you have around you, and making sure you take care of the guys you have around you. Because I feel like anybody you have in your possession is your own, what do you call it? Is your own business to take care of. So the question is, how are you taking care of the people around you? And I hope that the people around you are getting the best benefits. And thank you, Dr. Marcia, for that. She's saying, be open and be curious. Excellence is from embracing the future. Yes. Thank you very much, everyone who stayed tuned with us. And like I said, if you've not followed us, please follow us on all our social media platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and even on LinkedIn. And make sure to try to connect with everyone you find here. And if you drop a message on LinkedIn or Twitter, do also connect with everyone. And also do also send a DM to Erika if you have further questions or you want to know more about her technology or inter technology. And I believe she will be open and willing to respond to every one of you. Erika, I hope I'm right about that.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Bye bye.
I appreciate it. Do have a great day. Have a great night wherever you're joining us from. Bye.